I didn't show up to Jamaica and cut some $100 million check, $20 million check. I don't even have that to give. I showed up with my heart. I showed up and I got a hold of every resource imaginable. And this was not a 3-month plan, a plan that took us 2 months, didn't even take us 2 weeks. Everything that happened in 5 days. 5 days. And look how much impact we made. 9,000 gallons of fresh water is being delivered and have already been delivered and will continue to be delivered for the next week. We handed out almost 75 Starlink Wi-Fis because we know that people don't have Wi-Fi, no service, no nothing. We handed out battery chargers. We handed out food and diapers, Pampers. And more importantly, we showed up. I showed up. We showed up with hugs and love, a smile, a handshake, some dap, looking a man in his face and saying, hold on, I'm praying for you. Don't give up. Stay encouraged. I recently met Ziggy Marley. I was doing an interview to promote my movie. And before my interview started, I looked up on the screen from my dressing room and I seen Ziggy Marley. And I said, oh my God. I have his number in my phone right now. I have a direct number into Ziggy Marley. I never called him. I never texted him. I never reached out to him before I went to Jamaica. Because this was not even about making any connection to any celebrity, the Bob Marley family. It wasn't about anything. It was about God saying, move, and I made my move. But I will tell you, when I come back, I'm going to call Ziggy Marley and I'm going to ask him to help me so that I can do even more and be even more impactful, so that I can show up with even more love, but specific love that the Marley family will help me with. I'm going to reach out to Vybz Kartel. I'm going to reach out to other artists. And we're going to figure out something that we can do collectively this time. But I did not want anyone to think and believe, oh, Tyrese is out here doing all that he's doing because he's connected to Vybz Kartel or the Marley family, or the this or the that. When God gives you an assignment, in most cases, you're going to be so confused about it because you're going to be looking for, why is he asking me to do something? Who do I know? What am I connected to? How successful is it going to be? Will it be impactful? Will it reach anyone? Will anyone notice? Will this, will... You can have all kind of things that go through your mind. And it can get in the way. I took a leap of faith. I want to send my sincere love to my new manager, who I feel like I've been knowing for at least 20 years. We've ran into each other for years. I used to be a part of a management team that she started, a company that she started with a legend, rest in peace, named Chris Lighty. Rest in peace to Chris Lighty. I was a part of Violator Management, but I never worked with Mona Scott Young directly. And now she's my manager. And she played one of the most crucial and important and pivotal roles in us putting it all together. Shout out to PJ Kev. Shout out to Stacy. So grateful for everybody out there in the community who received us, protected us, made sure that we got in and out of some of the most dangerous neighborhoods, supposedly. I didn't see no danger. I didn't feel no danger. I didn't feel like I needed to look to the left or right at any point. And that's because you welcomed me with open arms in Jamaica. I don't know when I'm coming back, but I will be back soon. I believe I'll be back much sooner than later. I also cannot close out this video without recognizing the boots on the ground efforts of Reach Out Worldwide. If you go to ROWW.org, ROWW.org, it stands for Reach Out Worldwide. This charitable organization was founded by my brother Paul Walker in the year 2010. Whenever there's a natural disaster, an earthquake, a hurricane, a tsunami, any natural disaster, Paul Walker would take all of his money as a movie star and he would put 10 or 15 people on the plane to get into these emergency crisis situations. And he would pay for everything because the charitable organization was so new, there was no money that was actually raised. And I've been helping along with the cast of Fast and the Furious, along with everybody who has ever attended a Fuel Fest event. Every time we are up on stage and we got the tribute for Paul Walker playing, See You Again, and everybody's got their phones out and we're telling y'all that we're partying with a purpose. We're partying with a purpose. I have never physically been on one single mission, physically, to any of these disaster areas. There's been 90 deployments, guys. Since 2010 to now, there's been over 90 deployments of Reach Out Worldwide going out to these disaster-ridden areas, directly affected by earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, you name it. And one of the things that I'm proud about is how much money we have raised thus far for Reach Out Worldwide. Just on the Jamaican journey alone, we're almost at $20,000. ROWW.org, we can still do more, we can still do better. There's so many more people that have not donated yet, and I want you to. We're also still filling up this warehouse in Miami. We've already paid for a cargo plane. We have not loaded up the cargo plane yet because we still need more supplies to be flooded into this warehouse so that when we load up this cargo plane, it's going to go directly into Jamaica. Not just to the hardest hit areas of Jamaica from Hurricane Melissa, but throughout Kingston, throughout other parts of Jamaica. Everybody has been affected. And once we load up this huge cargo plane, all of the volunteers that are signing up on ROWW.org. The volunteers have been through the roof. We have never seen this much activity on our website. This many volunteers have never signed up ever. And the emails and the volunteers are coming in from around the world, including the people in Jamaica. We have never seen this kind of love and energy ever.